أعزائي طلبة وطالبات شهادة الثانوية العامة قسم رياضيات لغات، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. اليوم سنتناول درس جديد في مادة الجبر والهندسة الفراغية، ويعتبر أول درس في الهندسة الفراغية. وطبعا كلمة solid geometry أو الهندسة الفراغية عملت طفرة في علم الهندسة وفي علم الإنشاءات. طبعا في علوم الدنيا مهمة جدا جدا إنك تعرف الفراغ السبيس 2 dimensions and 3 dimensions، وتعرف إن في مجسمات has 3 dimensions وبرضه في 4 dimensions لو انت حسبت التايم اللي هو الزمن. Welcome my dear student in our math program for secondary 3. Today we are taking first lesson in solid geometry. My dear student, look at introduction about solid geometry. Dear student, 3-dimension orthogonal coordinate plane. As the first, to determine the position of a body on a straight, it is necessary to know distance between the body and a fixed point on a straight line called original point. OA equals x distance belongs to R. Second, to determine position of a body on a plane, it is necessary to know coordinates of this body in two coordinate axes, x-axis and y-axis. As example, point A ordered pair xy belongs to R square. But how to determine position of a body in the space? The three-dimension coordinate system are 3. The coordinate of a point A in space is determined by or with respect to 3 axes meeting at a point and mutually perpendicular to or by determined coordinate of this point on each axis. Look at, my dear student, the point A. Look at the point A belongs to x-axis. Each coordinate x0, 0, but B belongs Z. Point H, y, z plane, its coordinate 0, y, z. Then we deduce if the point belongs to y, z plane, its coordinate 0, y, z lies on z, x, y plane, its coordinate x, y, 0, and so on. The right hand rule. The figures of right hand refer to positive direction from x-axis to positive direction y-axis, and the thumb refers to positive direction of z-axis. Coordinates plane. All points in space whose coordinate x, y, 0 lie in plane xy, and the equation z equals 0. All points in space whose coordinate x0, x lie in coordinates plane xz and its equation y equals 0. Also, all the points in the space whose coordinate 0, y, z lie in coordinate yz plane and its equation x equals 0. Look at this example. Determine the position of the following point in 3 dimensions coordinate plane. Look at point A, -2, 3, 2. Point B, 3, -1, 5. Point C, 4, 0, -1. At the first, to determine the point -2, 3, 2. -2 in the negative x-axis, 3 parallel y-axis, 2 parallel z-axis. We determine the point -2, 3 in xy plane, 2 dimensions. After that, then move in positive direction z-axis 2 unit to obtain the point A. To determine the point 3, -1, 5, we determine 3, -1 in xy plane, 3, -1 in xy plane, and move 5 parallel to z plane. Move the positive direction of z-axis 5 units to obtain B. Another example. Complete the point -2, -1, 2, 3 at a distance units from coordinate plane XY. Who answer? Yes, coordinate XY plane, the point for -2 at a distance unit. How many units? From YZ plane, coordinate Y plane XY. The distance between the 2 points, this rule. If we have point A x1, y1, z1, point B x2, y2, z2 in 3 dimensions, what is the distance between AB, or what is the AB length? We use the distance square root x2 minus x1 for all square plus under square root y2 minus y1 for all power 2 plus z2 minus z1 for all power 2. Look at AB, square root x2 minus x1 for all square plus y2 minus y1 for all power 2 plus z2 minus z1 for all power 2. Example. If we have triangle ABC, its vertices, the first vertex A to -1, 3, point -4, 4, 2, C -2, 5, 1. Is C right angle? Pythagoras theorem. AB by using distance equals -4 minus 2 for all power 2 plus 4 plus 1 for all power 2 plus 2 minus 3 for all power 2 equals root 62. By the same method, find BC. Under square root by same rule equal root 6. Must calculate AC also by using the same rule. AC equal root 56. What is the rule? To calculate measure angle B is right angle. AC square must be equal AB square plus BC square, or AC is hypotenuse. What is the hypotenuse? Yes, the side which opposite right angle, means measure B equal 90 degrees, or AB square equal BC square plus AC square. Therefore, measure C equal 90 degrees. Look at triangle ABC. A is 4, 4, 0. B 4, 0, 4. C 0, 4, 4. How to prove R versus is an equilateral triangle? What is the area? By the same method, AB equals root 32. BC, distance or length of AC, equals root 32. Also AC equals root 32. What do you mean? 3 sides are equals in length. This triangle is an equilateral triangle. What is the area? Area of an equilateral triangle equals half AB sine C, or half multiply AB times AC cosine A, sine angle A. Area of triangle by using 3 sides and A, B, C, A small, B small, C small. This sides of triangle, angle 60 degrees, then area of triangle equals half AB sine C, or half AC sine B, or half BC sine A. Therefore, by using area of triangle, half AB times BC, sine angle between them, half multiply root 32 times root 32 sine 60. Sine 60 equal what? Root 3 over 2. Answer as 8 root 3 unit area. coordinates of the midpoint of a line segment. If we have point A, its coordinate x1, y1, z1. Point B, x2, y2, z2. Two points in space, then coordinate of the point C is midpoint of AB. What is the rule? x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2, z1 over z2 over 2. This is midpoint of AB. Look at this rule. Midpoint of AB. If C is midpoint of AB, its coordinate x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2, z1 over z2 over 2. If we have point A 1, negative 3, 2, B 4, negative 1, 4, coordinate of midpoint AB equals 1 plus 4 over 2, negative 3, negative 1 over 2, 2 plus 4 over 2 equals 5 over 2, negative 2, 3. This coordinate of point C, which is called midpoint of AB. Equation of sphere in the space, very important rule. Look at, my dear student, the sphere is defined as points of the space which equidistant from a fixed point called center of sphere, and the fixed distance is called the radius of sphere. If the point x, y, z lies on sphere whose center L, K, N and its radius R, then according to the law of the distance between the 2 points, then we deduce that this distance between 2 points, square root x minus L for all power 2 plus y minus k for all power 2 plus z minus n for all power 2 equals R. This is the radius. Then distance, the standard form of sphere, this equation, x minus L for all power 2 plus y minus k for all power 2 plus z minus n for all power 2 equals R power 2. Remember, this is called standard form of a sphere. Standard equation of standard form of a sphere. LKN is center of a sphere. R is radius of a sphere. Remember, the first bracket x minus L. Second bracket y minus k. Third bracket z minus n. Remember, x has no coefficient, y has no coefficient, z has no coefficient. It's called standard equation of a sphere. General form of equation of a sphere equals x squared plus y squared plus z squared plus 2lx plus 2ky plus 2nz plus d equals 0. What is the center? We can deduce the center of a sphere from the general equation of a sphere by using divided coefficient of x by negative 2 or multiply by negative half. 2l divided negative 2 divided negative equal negative L, negative K, negative N. This represents equation of sphere, negative L, negative K, negative N is center and radius is R. What is the R radius? Radius rule, R equals square root L squared plus K squared plus N squared minus D. What is the N? What is the K? What is the N? This coordinates of the center of a sphere. What is the D? This is the constant value. Therefore, L squared plus K squared plus N squared must be more than D. Why? Because r is the radius, length, distance must be more than 0. Example. Standard form of equation sphere, center is 2, -1, 4, and radius 3 units. X minus 2 for all power 2 plus y plus 1 for all power 2 plus z minus 4 for all power 2 equals 3 power 2 equals 9. This is called standard form of equation. If the required general equation, what you do? It is easy. Expansion, the first bracket, second bracket, third bracket, x power 2 plus 4 minus 4x plus y power 2 plus 1 plus 2y, z power 2 plus 16 minus 8z, -9 equals 0, and summation number with number, x with x, to calculate the general equation. Find the equation of a sphere which a and b, a equal -1, 5, 4, b 5, 1, -2, are ends of a diameter in it, the center of a sphere, midpoint of AB. It is easy to calculate equation. At the first, what is the center? Is midpoint of AB. What is the rule of midpoint? x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2, z1 over z plus z2 over 2. This is the center of a sphere, midpoint. After that, we know MA equal R. R is the radius. Square root 2 plus 1 for all power 2, plus 3 minus 5 for all power 2, plus 1 minus 4 for all power 2. Answer is root 22. By the same rule of equation, x minus 2 for all power 2, plus y minus 3 for all power 2, plus z minus 1 for all power 2 equals 22. This standard equation of a sphere. How to determine the center and the length of the radius of a sphere whose equation x squared plus y squared plus z squared plus 4x minus 2y minus 6z plus 11 equals 0. At the first, what is the center? Negative half coefficient x, negative half coefficient y, negative half coefficient z. 4 divided negative 2, coefficient x is 4. 4 divided negative 2, negative 2. Negative 2 divided negative 2, 1. Coefficient z, negative 6 over negative 2, 3. Therefore, the center is negative 2, 1, 3. Remember, my dear student, the equation of a sphere must be coefficient x square equals coefficient y square equals coefficient z square equals 1. What is the radius? Radius length square root L square plus M square plus K square minus D. What is the D? 11. Look at coordinates of the center of sphere. Negative half coefficient x, negative half coefficient y, negative half coefficient z equals negative 2, 1, 3. Radius length square root L squared plus K squared plus N squared minus D equals 4 plus 1 plus 9, 14 minus 11 root 3 unit. My dear student, we know that how to determine the point in 3 coordinate on space. If we have point lies on x-axis, its coordinate x 0, 0. If the point lies on y-axis, its coordinate x and student 0, y 0. As example, 3, 0, 0 lies on x-axis. 0, 3, 0 lies on y-axis. 0, 0, 3 lies on z-axis. And we know that the equation of sphere, what is the sphere? The sphere is the solid which has center equidistant point which equidistant from the fixed point. The fixed point is called center of sphere, which coordinate LKN. We know that we have two types of equation of sphere. And the first is called standard equation of sphere. Its form x minus L for all power 2 plus y minus k for all power 2 plus z minus n for all power 2 equals r power 2. This is called standard equation of sphere. But we have other equation of sphere is called general equation of sphere, equal x squared plus y squared plus z squared plus 2lx plus 2ky plus 2nz plus d equals 0. Remember, my dear student, if we have general equation of sphere and to determine the radius of a sphere, radius is its rule square root L square plus K square plus N square minus D. Remember, my dear student, what is the L? The center. LKN coordinates of the center of a sphere. And we know that if we find the distance between 2 points in space, we know that if we have point A, x1, y1, z1, point B, x2, y2, z2, and find AB. AB equals square root x2 minus x1 for all power 2 plus y2 minus y1 for all power 2 plus z2 minus z1 for all power 2. And don't forget, midpoint of AB equals x1 plus x2 over 2 plus, not plus, comma, y1 plus y2 over 2, comma, z1 over z1 plus z2 over 2. This midpoint. Midpoint, very important rule, and the distance also, to determine what is the type of triangle according its 3 sides. If we have the biggest line equals square root the first line power 2 plus the second power 2, this is right angle triangle. Pythagoras theorem, the right which its square equals summation of other two sides, then this is right angle triangle, and this line is called the hypotenuse side. Don't forget, my dear student, equation of sphere is very important lesson. How to determine the center of equation of sphere, how to determine the radius by using the rule square root L square plus K square plus N square minus D. Also, when two spheres are touched externally, what is the rule? Mn equals R1 plus R2. When touched internally, Mn equal R1 minus R2. When two spheres are intersect, then Mn more than R1 minus R2 and smaller than R1 plus R2. Don't forget, if we have two spheres are concentric, then Mn equals 0. Then we have more 5 of two spheres. Two spheres touch externally, two spheres touch internally, two spheres intersect, two spheres one inside other, two spheres are concentric, and the last two spheres are disjoint. What is the meaning of disjoint? The line between two centers more than R1 plus R2. My dear student, I am very happy to spend such time with you. Thank you. Goodbye.